Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Taryn with Still in the City, and today's video is going to be really exciting. I wanted to have this video out earlier, but you know what? Things happened. We had a snowstorm, and I'm here now. So today's video is going to be a seed haul. I'm going to show you where the main places I got my seeds for this season are. I'm so excited. I know you're going to be excited too. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so I got my seeds this year from 3 main places, okay? They are Baker Creek, Johnny's Selected Seeds, and MIGardener. Now, I'm going to go through each of these seed packets that I got from them and just show you what I got and why I got them, okay? Let's go. So the first thing that we're going to go over is MIGardener. MIGardener is really popular here on YouTube. He, shows all types of garden education videos, and he also has a seed company. And so I got these beautiful seeds from him. I just want you to see how pretty the seed packets look. All of these seed packets have pictures on them. You know what I mean? Like, it's very beautiful. And the pictures are just vibrant and let you really have a good look at what you're getting. The first thing I got was lemon basil. I love basil. I love growing all kinds of basil, but this is the lemon basil. So basil is just really great for many reasons. It's a great companion plant. I mean, of course, most people know you can plant tomatoes and basil next to each other because they help each other to grow, and basil helps to repel pests. And it's just great to put, on recipes, tomato sauces. It's just awesome. I wanted to get some holy basil, which I think I still need to do, because holy basil is great just for like making it as like a refreshment. So I love basil. And then I got some eggplant. Now I really only like one kind of eggplant, and specifically it's this one that I got right here, and it's called Black Beauty eggplant. This is the only eggplant that I like to grow, and you can kind of tell when you look at it. So that beautiful picture there, you can see how like thick the eggplant actually looks. And that's the one that I like to grow because, like, let's say if I wanted to make lasagna, but instead of using the noodles, the wheat noodles, I could use eggplant. If I were to grow like the thin kind of eggplant, if you've ever seen some eggplants that are really skinny, I don't think I'll be able to make that recipe as easily as growing this thicker eggplant. So I like to grow that for that reason, because it's just easier to make in recipes. And I also want to try this recipe that is like a plant-based bacon. Now, of course, I'm plant-based, so I don't eat pork. So therefore, if I wanted to like have my own type of, I guess, replacement for that texture of bacon, some people use eggplant for that. So I think if I can get a good harvest this year, then I might try that with the eggplant. And then I have some more herbs. This year I'm really trying to step my herb game up, okay? So I have some more herbs, and this is Italian oregano. Again, beautiful picture. Beautiful. I know this is gonna smell amazing. I know this is going to smell so good. I'm excited just to smell it. Like, a lot of these herbs, I'm just excited to smell it. But of course, again, when you grow herbs, they can be great companion plants. They can be great for pollinators. Some pollinators, like bees, love herbs. So I'm also grateful for that. And oregano is great in recipes. Like, I feel like I can maybe put some oregano and thyme on potatoes. Like if I wanted to roast some potatoes and get them crispy, I think I could put oregano and thyme on them. So I'm really excited to just do my research and explore different ways that I could use these herbs. Watermelon. This year, I really want to focus on my melons and making sure my dad and I do what we can to get a fruitful melon harvest. So this melon is called the, I'm messing this name up, Orange-Glow. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce it. Anyway, it's an orange watermelon, and it just looks so beautiful. Last year, I grew a yellow melon for the first time, yellow meat melon for the first time. And I was like so hesitant to do that, but my dad had been asking for years, can we grow a yellow meat? Yellow meat? I'm like, okay, Dad, let's grow yellow meat. Oh my goodness, we only got one, but my goodness, that was the most delicious melon I've ever had in my life to date, period. The most delicious. So now I was doing my research, and I was like, okay, what else is a good type of melon aside from yellow? And I saw orange. So We're gonna try this orange glow meat melon, and it should be really good. On the website, I think it states that it could taste like sherbet. It tastes just as sweet as sherbet. So we'll see. Okra. This is just a regular crimson spineless okra. So just a regular green okra. Regular schmegular okra. Last year I experimented with the kind of okra that I grew, and I can't remember the specific variety, but it was a little bit thicker. It was a thicker and shorter kind of okra, and it was beautiful. But then I was like, you know what, I think I just like the regular okra. You know, sometimes, like I said, sometimes I'll just try a new variety just to try it, and I didn't hate it, but I was like, I mean, I could just go the regular okra, you know. And this okra that I call the regular okra, it doesn't have as many seeds, and the kind that I grew last season did have quite a few seeds, so I'm gonna stick with that kind of okra. Oh, so I love tomatoes. I know some people don't like tomatoes, but I love them. And when I was doing my research on what's one of the most delicious tomatoes, I always saw one, and it's the Paul Robeson tomato. I'm so excited to grow this, and last year I actually grew it last year, right? But here's the thing that I wouldn't say messed up on. First of all, I didn't label my tomatoes properly, so all the tomatoes that I grew that were so prolific, I harvested them, but I didn't know the variety that they were. That's one thing I'm going to do better. And then I kind of just took all the tomatoes that I harvested and just made tomato sauce out of them, which isn't a problem, but I didn't give myself the chance to individually taste each tomato. So this year I'm going to make it my business to individually taste each tomato so that I can also make a mental note of how does it taste. I mean, you know, is it great taste? Is it awesome? So that way I can know what's my favorite variety to grow. Does that make sense? All right, that was in my gardener seed haul. Now we're doing Johnny Selected Seeds. Okay, so I didn't get too many things from Johnny Selected Seeds, but I got a few important things. So the first important thing that I got was some, it's called a flavor burst bell pepper. A flavor burst bell pepper, also known as a sweet pepper. In the gardening world, some people will call peppers that are not hot sweet peppers. This is called the flavor burst, and I'm really excited to grow it. This is how their seeds look. Johnny seeds don't have any pictures or anything on them, but I'm excited about growing this because one, I just love growing peppers, and two, I always have a pretty good experience with Johnny Selected Seeds in the fact that they germinate very well. So anytime I get any seeds from Johnny Selected Seeds, I know that they're going to germinate well, and I won't really have any issues in that regard. And I like them because on their seed packet, they tell you the germination rate. You get to see what the seed packet will most likely do when you plant it. So this seed packet says 97% germination rate. That is amazing, and that's awesome. So that's one of the main reasons why I love shopping with Johnny Selected Seeds, because not only do they have a good variety of seeds to choose from, but they tell you the germination rate. So I also got some parsley. I got giant Italy parsley. So I'm really excited to grow this because first and foremost, my mom loves parsley, and every time, like every summer in the garden, she's like, do you have parsley? Do you have parsley? I'm like, I don't have that much, because I don't know, for some reason I think in the past I've just struggled to like germinate parsley, and I know I didn't get it from Johnny's. I just got it, I think randomly, just a random company, like, and that I got out of a grocery store or something. So this time I'm gonna plant Johnny Selected Seeds parsley, and hopefully I'll have a better chance at it. And then I also have some more bell peppers, and this one is called a Red Knight. This is going to be cool. I'm excited again. I'm just excited to grow bell peppers because I love them. I love to cook with them, and I'm just excited about the possibility of seeing how well these grow because I've never grown Johnny Selected Seed bell peppers before. So I'm excited. And then I'm also going to grow some Tulsi. Now I can't remember. Okay, so Tulsi is a type of basil. I was trying to find a type of basil that reminded me of holy basil, and I can't remember if this is like another type of holy basil or this is just another kind of basil in general that I wanted to grow. So I'm gonna have to figure that out. But this is another kind of basil that I want to grow, Tulsi, and I'm excited about it because it smells amazing, pollinators love it, and it's a great companion plant. Okay, so the third company that I'm going to talk about, of course, is Baker Creek. Now, if you go to Baker Creek or try to like just Google Baker Creek, you might get a little confused because you won't see bakercreek.com. You're going to see rareseeds.com, and that's just what the website is called, because Baker Creek has a lot of unique seed varieties. I mean, unique colors, unique flavors, unique in what they can withstand. I mean, they're so unique, and that's one reason why I just love growing Baker Creek seeds, because they're just so different. You have a wide variety in what you could grow. It's really cool. And not to mention, look at these. Every seed packet from Baker Creek has a beautiful realistic picture, you know, and not just a drawing, a real picture of seeds, and that is just so cool. I love it. Since I have this in my hand, let's start with this. This is the Berkeley tie-dye pink tomato. Does it not look cool? It just looks cool. I'm sorry, but also I wanted to grow this because each tomato, and I got a lot of tomatoes in this haul right here from Baker Creek, but each tomato has amazing flavor. I made sure to look at the flavor of the tomato. I made sure to look at the productivity of the tomato. So did the reviewers, all the reviewers who commented, did they have a good harvest? And could the tomatoes withstand certain things like diseases and pests? So all of these tomatoes that I got have those three things in common: productivity, great flavor, and the ability to withstand certain things. And then I also have the Abe Lincoln tomato. Again, I'm excited to grow this just because it looks so pretty, doesn't it? Just because this year I'm going to be more mindful of labeling all of my tomato plants so that when they actually harvest, I can taste them individually and just say, hey, okay, this is exciting, because now I get to make a mental note of the flavor of each tomato and really see how I like the way it tastes. And then this is called the Alice's Dream tomato. I mean, I'd be lying if I said it's not pretty. This is very pretty. It just is. And again, people said they had a great productivity with this. They said the amount of harvest they got was amazing. And of course, because it's a beefsteak tomato, so you're gonna have to trellis the plant, which is fine. I can always get my trellises to trellis the actual tomato plants if they get really bogged down by the heavy, beefier tomatoes. But other than that, people said they really love growing it. And this is one of my favorites that I want to grow, the Black Beauty tomato. I can't remember if I grew this last year or not. I thought I had gotten some seeds, but I don't know. Either way, I purchased the Black Beauty tomato again, and I'm going to actually grow it this year. And I'm so excited. Look at how good this looks. I mean, I know it's a different kind of tomato. It's not your typical red, but it's black, literally Black Beauty. And then people say this flavor is amazing. Like, it's so savory. It's so just strong and a powerful flavor. And I'm just like, I'm anticipating it. I'm like, what is it gonna taste like? So I'm excited to grow it, and I will definitely make a review on how this tastes. I'm so excited. And this is the Amish paste tomato. So this is a smaller, like Roma like tomato, you know. I really just want to grow this for the simple fact of I want to use it for my preservation purposes more so. The flavor they said was really good, but people really use it as, you know, to make sauces, paste, ketchup, just anything that would involve preserving tomatoes. They use this. Same thing with this one. This Hungarian heart, it's literally kind of shaped like a heart. People use this as well for preservation purposes when it comes to preserving tomatoes. Tomato paste, tomato sauce, ketchup, salsa, all things like that. So I'm excited about that as well. I might actually also have a little salsa garden or something in my garden. Like, aside from growing a bunch of tomatoes together, I might put some aside for a salsa garden area. And then this is really pretty. This is the Dr. Weish's yellow tomato. I know I butchered that name. I'm sorry. Dr. Weiss's yellow tomato. Is it not beautiful? Look at that. And again, this is a beefier tomato, so I'm going to have to really stake and trellis the plant. That's perfectly fine. I know I can do that. And I'm just excited to grow it and to taste it. I mean, how do you think this tastes? I think it's going to be somewhere more so on the sweet side, but we're going to see. I mean, it's really beautiful, and I'd love to make a tomato sandwich with it. I'm excited. Brandywine. This is like a classic tomato. Now, I'm going to be honest. This isn't always the easiest to grow. Honestly, out of all the tomato varieties, this might be the first one to like give up on me in the season. And that's just me being honest from my years of gardening, because it can't really withstand the diseases and the, you know, the issue that comes with growing in the humidity of the southern summer. But it tastes amazing. I think this was my first tomato variety that I ever grew. The flavor is outstanding, and that's just me being honest. So, you know, no matter what happens, it's a great flavor. It's a great tomato with great flavor. So I'm excited to grow it again. Now we're getting into some of the flowers, right? Flowers are really important for a garden. You can't really have a successful garden without the flowers, because flowers help to attract the good pollinators and distract the quote-unquote bad pollinators. And that's when the nasturtium comes in. Nasturtiums are beautiful, so I would grow them anyway just because they're beautiful. But I really want to grow nasturtiums for the simple fact that they are great companion plants. So when you plant a mix of certain things, maybe like cucumbers, they can be great to distract the bad pests like cucumber beetles. So they can cause those bad pests to like eat the nasturtiums and not eat your plant that you're trying to harvest from. So that's why I like growing nasturtiums. But then I'm also going to grow some milkweed. So this will be my first time trying to grow milkweed by myself. Like last year, I got milkweed from the local nursery, and that was really cool. But this year I would like to try and grow it myself. I've never done that before, and it would be cool. I just want to try just to see if I can grow it myself. And of course, I love to grow milkweed for the monarch butterflies. And my goal last year was to attract more butterflies to my garden, and I did absolutely that because I had milkweed, and it was so beautiful. It was so beautiful. Seeing butterflies in my garden actually makes me emotional, like just thinking about it. And this is another kind of nasturtium. It has the same effect of attracting the great beneficial pest and being a great companion plant. And I just wanted to grow this one as well because, I mean, look at it. Look at it. Hello, beautiful. Like, oh my gosh, beautiful. Look at these zinnia seeds. Zinnias are just beautiful. They attract great pollinators, and they're pretty. Look at this. I'm sorry, it's just so pretty. Yeah. And then we have marigold. I'm so excited. I grew marigolds last year. I should have saved my seeds. I'm so disappointed. I know. I should have saved my seeds. I know I didn't. This year I learned my lesson. I will be saving my seeds. Marigolds add such a pop of color that you really need, you know. Okay, so flowers are just so beautiful for the fact that they add so much beautiful bright color to your garden. Sometimes the garden can be so green, which is beautiful. I love green, my favorite color, but it's nice to have a pop of color too. So that's why I like growing marigolds as well. More watermelon. I said I'm really growing some watermelons this year. This, I think, is like orange. Yeah, this is like an orange melon. It's called Leland. Ooh, okay. Leelanau Sweet Glow. Hopefully I didn't butcher that. It's called Leelanau Sweet Glow. Beautiful. It's an orange type of melon. I believe in the description I saw that it had a great harvest, great productivity, a sherbet-like sweet flavor, and it repelled lots of different diseases. But yeah, that's why I want to grow this as well, because I just heard lots of great things about it in the reviews. Some more zinnias. These zinnias are yellow. So I just showed you the pink zinnias, and these zinnias are yellow. Again, pop of color. Look at that. A pop of color. You, like, please, when I go to my garden this summer, I'm going to look out at all the beautiful array of flowers, and it's going to bring such a smile on my face to see the different colors. Like, that's what I'm really excited about, as well as attracting pollinators and bees and butterflies. I'm not excited about the wasps. I'm not excited about the wasps. I cannot stand them, but everything else for sure. Oh, sunflowers. Now, some people may not like this kind of sunflower, but I like it. This is a chocolate cherry sunflower. Yes, I said chocolate cherry. Okay, so listen. Some people don't like the darker colored. Some people don't like the darker variety of sunflowers. I do. I think they're beautiful. I think they're lovely. I like flowers in general, but they're so beautiful. The reddish, purplish kind of sunflower color. So I love that. So that's why I'm growing that variety. But that's not the only sunflower variety that I'm growing. So if you don't like that kind of variety, don't panic, okay? Because I'm also going to grow this variety, the double sunken sunflower. Look at how pretty that is. Isn't that pretty? It's just like, you know, your regular yellowy orangey sunflower. So it's so pretty, and I'm really excited about it. And these got pretty tall. I'm definitely gonna have to probably stake these, which is fine with me. I mean, I don't mind having this trellis my plants. If you have to do that to keep them healthy and standing up, then trellis your plant. I'm just not realizing how many marigolds I actually purchased. So I showed you like 2 other kind of marigolds, and here's a third one. It's called Orange Hawaii. Orange Hawaii. So pretty. That's probably why I got it, because of how pretty it is. And then I got, oh, I love this. Again, I should have saved the seeds. I grew a purple echinacea last year, and these purple echinacea seeds that I grew last year stayed in my garden up until 2 weeks ago, right before the snowstorm came. I went ahead and cut them down because they were starting to die off when the weather was starting to drop. And then I knew once we got into the single digits, they were gonna die. So I had to go ahead and cut them back. But they stayed in my garden up until the middle of January. So I should have saved my seeds. I know I messed up. I'm sorry. I've learned my lesson, and this summer the seeds were gonna be saved. Butterflies loved these. And you can do so many things with these as well. Like, you can make herbal remedies with these. So I have a lot of research to do. Right, and then I also have this sunflower Aricara. I think this is the most traditional sunflower that I can grow. Like, when you think of sunflowers, this is the most traditional kind. So I think most people will like these as well. So I have 3 different kinds of sunflowers that I'm growing. Like I said, I have a lot of good varieties of seeds. I'm super excited about it. But that's not it when it comes to Baker Creek, because look, Baker Creek also gives you free seeds. So if you buy enough seeds, I don't know what the number is, but if you buy enough seeds from them, they will give you some free seed packets. So this is just a really nice carrot. Like, I think it's called coral carrot. That's really cool. I mean, I think the season has passed for me to plant carrots, because we're gonna start warming up soon. But I'm excited to grow it next year, or maybe I can give it away in a giveaway. This is the pepper. I think this is just a regular, like, hot pepper. It looks like a habanero, but it's not called habanero, but it looks like a habanero. The last company that I got my seeds from, I think this is a smaller company. I'm really not sure. I just know that I found this company in Home Depot, and it's called Pennington. I think it's called the Pennington Farms Pennington Farms Nurture Your Roots. I like this company because, like, on the back of all of their seeds, they mention how they always try to make sure that the seeds that grow is safe for pollinators, and specifically bees. So I love that. And then on the front of each seed packet, you know, it has the actual picture of the seeds that you're trying to grow. You can see that right there. So these are some organic beans. It's a jade bush bean, so that's great. I'm going to try and grow green beans again. I like growing, like, out of all the beans and the legumes that you could grow, I think green beans are the best to grow because the harvests are so just prolific, and you could easily get you a, like, handful of harvest in one evening, and you can make you a nice little dinner out of that, you know, a side of green beans out of that, and then make that one of your proteins. So I love to grow green beans. And then I'm going to get some more of this because I know that I'm going to grow a lot of this. And that's chamomile. Look at how nice the picture is. You can clearly see the picture of the chamomile. This is the German chamomile variety. I'm excited to grow this because I know pollinators love it. Chamomile is great for herbal remedies and it's just beautiful to grow. So I know I might get another packet of that. And I have some celery. I tried to grow celery last year. It didn't go great, but I also really wasn't nurturing the plant like I should have. So this year I'm going to make it my job to really pay attention to my celery, do my research on what celery needs, what it doesn't need, what environments it likes to grow in, and then really make it my business just to take notes on how to grow celery better, because I love to cook with celery. Whenever I'm making just about anything in a pot, I'm putting onion and celery and carrot. So yeah. Okay, y'all, that was my video. I hope you thoroughly enjoyed it. You got to see what are the seeds that I'm going to be growing, and more so what businesses I supported when I got these seeds. So that's really exciting. And those are actually not the only seeds I'm going to be growing this year. So I might do another video giving you another overview of the other seeds I'm going to be growing this year. But either way, I hope you enjoyed this video. And remember, no matter what you're going through, remember, just keep sowing, okay? Bye.